Hey everybody, what is up? LEGENDBTV here, and Avicii dropped his debut EP today, guys. That is awesome. I've been really excited for new music from Avicii, so let's see how this album turned out. I pretty much deceived you. It's not an album, it's just an EP. But I heard that it's EP music for an upcoming album coming soon. Hopefully we get it by the end of 2017, because technically he did promise a 2017 album. So, but I mean, hey, I'll take what I can get. And hey, we got Avicii music back. Avicii, a huge breakout DJ in the early 2010s, releasing mega hit singles like Levels, Wake Me Up, Hey Brother, all kinds of good stuff. And also his later hits such as like, oh, The Days, The Nights EP. I heard The Nights was big in the UK, and The Days actually got some traction here, I believe. And all that kind of stuff. But moving on now to the future. Well, not quite the future, because we're going back a year. And yeah, 2016 he announced that he is no longer touring anymore, and that's kind of sad, because you know, not many DJs come to the States outside of Las Vegas and a few other places, and I thought maybe someday I was going to go see Avicii, because I really like Avicii's music, but hey, I'm so glad I get to get music from the guy. So, he released now a 6-track EP featuring the likes of stars like Rita Ora and Aluna George, rising singers. And yeah, let's see how it went. First off, before we get into the album's quality, the EP's quality, I keep calling it an album, I'm sorry guys, but yeah, before we get into the EP's quality, let's go over his first 2 records. So we have True, his debut LP in 2013, with the massive singles Wake Me Up, Hey Brother, You Make Me, all that stuff. And it showed a country/progressive house embrace. It really showed a lot of bouncy progressions, a bunch of like guitar and folk style EDM with a country sounding crossover appeal. It kind of brought both country and some dance music to the masses, really, and that really made Avicii a household name with that record, and especially that huge smash Wake Me Up being his biggest song to date, I'm pretty sure, by far. And yeah, I thought overall that was a pretty good record. But then we actually had his second record, Stories, in 2015, which actually had a lot more interesting things to offer to me. It was very experimental. Avicii experimented with a lot of different styles. A lot of the drops sound really different and unique. And honestly, I really like that record, even a bit more than True, to be honest. Even though it's kind of an unpopular opinion, but yeah. Now, you may have remembered that video I dropped a few days, about a week back almost, and it was about how I was skeptical on this EP. You may remember also I'm skeptical on the newest Galantis record coming in September. God, I hope that doesn't disappoint me. But you're about to find out if this new Avicii record disappointed me. So let's just find that out right now. Not yet. We gotta talk about that video first. Alright, so yeah, the Avicii video, I discussed that I'm so worried that he's going Chainsmokers because the drop tempo on the song with Rita Ora really wasn't up to his usual standards in fast-paced bangers like Levels and even Wake Me Up. I mean, it just wasn't as fast-paced, and I was worried that it just seemed slow, and just really, the production just kind of seemed slowed down and sort of made for the radio appeal now, which is just a bunch of slow, boring crap. But when I re-listened on this EP, I really noticed how much of a good song this actually is. It's got surprisingly solid vocals from Rita Ora, which, I mean, I've never referred to her as a bad singer. I'm just saying I didn't think the track was all that great at first. But also, the drop has actually got quite a bit of groove and a nice texture to it. I mean, it's a little bit slower than your usual Avicii delivery, but hey, I'll take what I can get. Anyways, and the rest of this EP is solid as well. Actually, pretty dang great. Honestly, I really like about every song on this EP, and yeah, so let me start off by saying that my favorite tracks on this EP are What Would I Change It To, and then You Be Love. What Would I Change It To is the track with Aluna George, and it really is kind of the slowest on this record, but slow, in my opinion, doesn't mean bad. I know I've talked all this crap about Top 40 radio and how slow it is. That's just because it's slow, because it's also boring too. I mean, I like slow music. There's a ton of slow songs I like, and even a few slow hits that I like, but it's just, it's like every song on the radio is just slow and boring. It doesn't hold my attention. because it's trying to be catchy and fails. This song is very somber, very acoustic heavy, and has those beautiful vocals from Aluna George, which is an absolutely fantastic track. Thank you, Avicii, for this song. I really love it. Oh, and man, the melody on You Be Love, just try not to, and frickin', that is just like the pure Avicii progressions that really, while you may be used to it by now, you may think this track kind of sounds similar to a lot of his other stuff. I personally just really enjoy it. I'm just glad Avicii stuck to some of his roots on a little bit of this EP. Now I'll say, the only track that really disappointed me though, a little bit, not a lot, but just a little bit, was the track Without You. That song really wasn't that interesting in terms of the drop. I mean, it had, yeah, sure, the build-up was catchy, sure. But when the drop came around, I just got this, rehash feeling of Levels. Levels was awesome, don't get me wrong. But this song doesn't really have the same magic to me, and that really just kind of stinks. I feel like Avicii could have done something a bit more different, a bit more unique, but just a little nitpick, and really the drop's the only problem I have with the song. Like, it just kind of like, the melody's nice, but when there isn't a melody and it's just going, I just kind of get bored. I'm just kind of like, okay, where's the melody? Because there's no melody for like 4 seconds, and it just kind of leaves the drop feeling kind of unfinished to me. I'm sorry. But that's probably the only disappointing drop on this whole thing, really. Overall, the EP's solid. I consider it a pretty great one, actually. Welcome back, Avicii. I really like your music. Big fan of yours. And can't wait to review that new album of yours coming soon. Hopefully it'll be better than the Chainsmokers' new music. Which, by the way, I like to compare EDM to Chainsmokers a lot, but really, it's like, when you kind of think about how the Chainsmokers are dominating the electronic dance music scene, because that's what teenagers like to listen to, I'm guessing. You sort of kind of get the feeling to want to compare any electronic music you listen to be like, well, it's better than the Chainsmokers. I mean, or, you know, you want to compare it to the biggest act there. It's like, oh, well, this is obviously better. I don't know why this isn't more popular. Hopefully Avicii can regain his throne and get some mainstream success with this EP, because he's got a couple of decent name stars. So, and the fact that he's actually crediting them now on this EP, that's great. Maybe you can score him another hit. Go Avicii, yeah. Overall, thinking an 8 out of 10. Pretty solid EP. I'd go check it out. Yeah, not bad at all. Good work. Anyways, guys, thank you all for watching my short review of the new Avicii record, AVÍCI 01, and can't wait for the full-length LP. So subscribe to my channel for more reviews. Thank you all for watching. I am LegendBTV. And I hope you get where my reviews are coming from, and there will be more where that came from.